Hi. Welcome. And I have never posted in kitchen, healing around the kitchen table. I've never posted in here. And this is the first time because I want to, kind of explain to folks. I made this group some years ago, right? Let's keep it real, some years ago and a few years ago. And I made it because I was working at 7 Under and I had ran into an actress, right? And we were talking. And we were talking about how growing up that you would heal from the kitchen table and you will, get it in order, and how you would, talk about things. There was no judgment. There was none of that. So we would talk, and every day she would come to Sev and she would talk, we would just bug out, laugh, do all of that. And so I said, well, I need a group. She said, you should make a group. And I would join under Anonymous. I said, oh, okay. From her joining, I had a lot of other sisters join Anonymous. And they would write me and talk about, things that were going on in their life and stuff. So I said, well, let's open it up just for sisters, because it is healing around the kitchen table. So I had made a group that was online, but then we also made a group that was outside where we would sit and talk and all of that. And it was a whole bunch of sisters. So I had told my friend, right, Moss and them, and I said, well, let's do something on the outskirts. Let's network. Let's put sisters together. Let's kind of heal each other as we go along. Hey, okay, don't worry about it. So I love you. I hope Candelo had fun. Y'all, I saw those pictures and everything. Oh my goodness. Y'all look like y'all had fun. I need to come to Detroit. Hey, the Motown witch. But no. But anyway. So we made, so we would have this, and Jess was there. So, this story is kind of includes Jess. So we would have these sister groups. Now, one day we had a sister group and we invited our friend Cos. Cos came, and Cosmos is a cool brother that's down to earth. You know what I'm saying? He's very respectful. And from him coming, it made the sisters, like me and Jess, we know him. But everybody else that was there, it made the sisters get on this, like, it made these sisters get on this alert, like, I need to be the biggest pussy in the yard. Like, a man is here. And it was just so funny to me. But then it became so sad, because why is it that a sister or sisters got to change up when a guy is present? And it just baffled me. So, okay. So now we fast forward. I did another group. And this brother was just giving us his input. And these sisters started going at each other like, he don't want you, you got 7 baby daddies, like just spilling their fucking tea for a dude that was married, that didn't even want them. He was just being nice, like, let me be nice to y'all. So yesterday, I met a sister, right? And I was, we was talking and stuff, and I was going to bring her into the group and stuff, right? So we sitting there and we're talking, and we vibing, everybody's vibing, we talking and stuff. So my bae left. He went to go and do what he had to do, right? So me and her, we vibing, we talk about everything. Oh my God, like everything, we vibing. And I'm telling her I have a sisters group and everything. Bae comes back. She ignored me, like, put this bitch to the side. And she's sitting there talking to Bae. Now, the one thing I'm not is jealous. I don't get jealous. I get turned off. I just move myself out the way. I move myself out of the equation. Because I have this one belief. If you're in love with 2 people, go to the second one. Because if you really loved me, you won't have no need for a second person. So that is fact. So it was just really amazing that, I became obsolete. She was talking about astrology, and she was like, yeah, because I'm this and I'm that. So the first thing I don't do, I don't buy tickets to a circus, right? But the one thing that bugs women out, right? And I'm not saying all women, because I got some sisters, Jess and them. Listen, I tell women off the bat, I trust mine. But I also trust my sisters. So, and it takes a confident, strong, independent thinking person, because it doesn't have agenda, to say that, right? Because at the end of the day, wherever, if he's going to roam or she's going to step over that line of friendship, one, we were never friends in the first place if that happens. Two, he was never mine. Because I don't do sloppy seconds and I don't like sharing my toys. So if you have to do all of that, then I wasn't enough for you and I wasn't the one that you wanted. So go find you. Go find your happiness. Because I have this belief. If you're not going to add value to my life, I'm not going to allow you to take away from my life. Fuck that. No, I know you're fucking lying. So anyway, she's sitting there, she's talking to Bay, and I'm sitting there like, wow. So I'm repeating the sentence that I'm trying to ask over and over and over. Like, girlfriend ignored me. And I was like, wow, are we really doing that? So she's like, hey, beautiful. So she's like sitting there and she's talking to him, and he's doing the gentleman thing. He's attentive. He's answering her. His vernacular is letting you know, Ma, I'm not ignorant. And he's sitting there, he's talking. But he's also very, what's the word? He's respectful. You know what I'm saying? He's respectful. So now baby girl is sitting there. So when she looked, so I was like, let me help her. I said, no, we yeah, that's mine. Like, yeah. And she was like, oh, so you have some women that do this, right? She was like, oh, so in other words, she pushed me to the side and started talking to him. But the beauty of it was, he was letting her know, nah, my other half. Like, my other half, my other half. And she kind of like, okay, back down. So it was really funny. Now, I have other friends that my bae love doing things. Like, when you're in a relationship, right? So, and I break this down on occasions to a lot of people. Relationships is relating, right? Relating to one another. Learning and accepting each other's flaws, shortcomings, positives, negatives, indifference, and learning to blend that together so we both can share this cup of lemonade. But in the process, we all have both our cup. We all have our own plate of cake, right? So you can taste mine, I can taste yours, and we'll enjoy it, right? I didn't say icing, because icing makes you sick. When you worry, hey beautiful, when you worry too much about the icing is not something that's going to sustain you. The cake will. The cake will sustain you. The icing is going to make you sick. You get too much of that, you're going to get a bellyache, you might become fucking diabetic, the whole nine. But cake is more like bread, so it's going to sustain you. And we both have our juice of one, right? So anyway, we were talking, and he was allowing, he was talking to her and stuff. So then I have another friend, and she goes, now we both have different interests and different hobbies. Mine is more spiritual. Wherever I go, even if he goes with me or wherever I go, he sits back and allow me to do my thing. Like, okay, and if it's too many or if it's readings or whatever, he got me. Like, yo, nah, you gotta give her a chance. Yo, let her do this. Yo, she got that. Okay, that's rare and far and in between. So I respect that. And in his thing, that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? Here, baby, I set you up. You good? Okay, go ahead. So a friend of mine was like, hey, you know what? He's going to teach me. I said, oh, okay, right? Thank you. She said, oh, he's going to teach me. I said, okay, I trust him. We as sisters, right? I understand. I respect married people. Let me tell you, I was married twice. I don't give out no solution about being married. One is I'm divorced. My ex-husband, my last ex-husband, he passed away. God bless the dead, right? Still great friends. Because my mother taught us when you are over, these kids still got to be taken care of. So we still are a big family, no matter what. So Craig passed away, right? God bless the dead. I'm still dealing with it. I remember my cousin, side note, my cousin was... when I went to New Orleans, and she was like, yo, he was a great guy. So my other cousin Ellie was like, yeah, you don't understand all the stuff he had did and for the family. And she was like, how you holding up? And I said, you know what? Nobody ever asked me. And she was like, for real? I said, yeah, nobody never asked me. They just assumed that I was strong enough to deal with it. I said, but coming down here kind of put an ease to it, because in reality he wanted to come, so I brought a part of him with me. So we talked about that. But anyway, Craig was a bouncer. Craig was security to different stars and stuff, and we became friends. We were so close as friends that when our marriage ended, we still was friends. We wasn't screwing, but we were still friends because we had that relationship, right? Even my first husband, we're still friends. We could argue with each other, curse each other out, but at the end of the day, yo, you got that? Yeah, okay. Well, you will show up at an event, I'm mad at her, but I'm still going to support her, right? And these are from brothers, right? So I always tell people, I can't tell you how to do a marriage. I can tell you how to end one. I sure can. I can tell you how you can get a divorce on the low for like no money, okay? I can tell you that. But what I can't tell you is how to stay married, because mine didn't work. Now, I can tell you my experience from it, and it was a great experience. It just, we stopped loving each other and we didn't have anything else in common. So we became friends, and he lived his life, I lived mine. But I can't tell you how to keep a husband, no. Now, for married people, I always bring something for the husband and the wife as a unit. I don't come and sit in your house if you're not home, because I'm going to do the same thing that I want from my house. If I'm not home and my husband open up a fucking door and let you in, both of y'all are getting out. That is fact. He better sit there. I remember, listen, my friends were so, oh, you not like that? Oh my God, I'm going to come by your house one day and shock you. No, you're not. So my mother, God bless the dead, my mother came to my house. My husband was in the window. He said, I want to let you in, but you know she crazy. My mother said, no, I'm going to sit here right here on this park bench, on this bench right here, because I was living in projects on 107 and 159. She said, I'm going to sit right here. She had her juice, and she was sitting there, and the kids came outside, and they was all playing and stuff. And so my friends, Jackie and Mika, and all of them came, and they was like, why you sitting here? She said, I can't tell her to do something that I raised her to do. So, no. So when I came up, my mother was sitting there, and I'm looking at my husband like, that's my mother, for real. But I'm not mad at him. I wasn't mad at him. And I looked at them and said, now, if I allow my own mother to sit outside, what you think I'm going to do with y'all hoes? For real. So that's when people started realizing, no, she ain't home. We'll come back and see her. Craig got the kids. We'll see her later. Okay, that's how that went. So when I come to someone's house, I come, if you're not there, I'm going to sit and wait, or I'm going to call you where you at. I'll meet you where you are. But I'm not coming in your house if you're not home. It's not that I don't trust your husband, but listen, I'm not. Now, if I bring something, I'm bringing something for the family. I'm bringing something for everybody in the room, the whole nine. I'm not, because you have some sisters that be like, no, I'm only bringing this for her husband. No. We don't do that. We don't do that. I'm bringing a family gift, or I'm bringing a cake or something from the supermarket. And if it's his birthday, I'm bringing something for him and you, something to the family can utilize. I just don't bring something for someone's husband. That I don't do, because you won't do that to me, right? But you have sisters that will do that. So like I said the other day, when this sister was doing that, and I'm like, wow. Now you have some sisters that don't know how it feels for a man to treat her. To treat her with respect. Some women get it confused and they act like, oh, the man is flirting with them, oh, he wants them. Because I met sisters like that, and I was like, well, he pulled the chair out for you. He pulled the chair out for his wife. He pulled the chair out for you. He asked you, did you need something? While he was going up to getting something for his wife, he was getting something for you. How does that go with flirting? How do you even put that together as flirting? She was like, oh, but did you see how he looked at me? He looked at everybody like that. He got two fucking eyes. That's what he was doing. He was looking at everybody. So, okay. He sat next to his wife. She was like, no, is it wrong that I brung him? No, it's okay. He came, he arrived. I know you was feeling under the weather. So he made sure his wife was okay. She ain't gonna drive by herself. I don't drive. The persons that was there, they didn't drive, bitch. I took Ubers, buses, and trains. He drove his wife, so I'm not mad. So this sister was sitting there, and she was like, so tell us, do you have problems in your marriage? Girl, we ain't coming to sit down and talk about that. I said, I know she fucking lying, right? So the husband, he saw some friends, so he went over there to hang with the friends, like, shit is getting too thick. She gonna say, are y'all in an open marriage? She was like, no. How did you come with that? Like, this sister kept pursuing it. So I told her, listen, I'm straight up. I don't sugarcoat shit, and I get in trouble, but at least I'm honest. I don't have no sugar or salt on my fucking tongue. That is fact. And my babe told me I curse a little bit too much, and I said, listen, let Alofi and them work on me, because it's a work in progress, right? But before we even got dessert, I told her, I said, make this your first and last time for ever speaking to me. She was like, oh my God, you take things too serious. No. See, I'm never in the company of someone breaking up someone's home. First of all, this brother is with his wife. She was feeling under the fucking weather. She really didn't want to come, but he knew that we were all there. This was a while ago, because I had just came up to New York, and she wanted to spend time with everybody and all that. Bitch, we on trains and buses. He drove his fucking wife, because he knew once it was over, because I don't drink. So once it was over, she gonna have to drive herself back, and she wasn't feeling it. So he made sure he was there with his wife, which is what a man's supposed to do. But you sitting here because you don't have no dick in your house, that you want to sit here and try to make this woman or make her husband try to act like he's looking at you. So what we not going to do is lose my number, lose my friendship, lose all of that. Because it doesn't take a lot. Because see, I don't sign up for that. So the young lady, and I didn't do it for a show and tell. I pulled her to the side, but I didn't know the girl was standing behind, right? So a friend of ours, right? The one that was married. She walked over to me, she hugged me. She was like, oh my God. She said, because I really wanted to curse out, but I was really holding my composure. She was like, thank you. I said, no. First of all, I give you much respect, because if it was me, that bitch would have had anthrax mailed to her house, for real. And I would have beat the shit out of her just for that. But growth is real, and I'm grateful that I'm grown, because I don't think like that now. So 4 years, growth is real. But I thank you for even, being quiet and being that. But you could have took her to the side and said, listen, Ma, we're not doing this. Like, don't do that. But I understand, somewhat, because it's got some questions that still are not answered. But anyway, we as sisters are here to uplift each other. And the spiritual community, as well as the regular mundane community, it doesn't matter. I've seen spiritual women try to go at Babalaos and trying to go at Obas and Seteros and, Tatas. And they could be with their woman, and they still wear fucking short skirts with splits up and opening their legs like, oh, I'm supposed to wear panties to this reading. Bitch, if you don't move, I will mollywop the shit out of you. But it wasn't my house, So listen, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen that. So I'm looking like, well, where are we going wrong? What are some of the things that we can change? Because you see the problem, now we got to work up with a solution. I know everybody and their mother is always saying, oh, we need to start a girl group, or we need to start doing this. We need to educate live. Listen, all y'all people on there, let's do a series. Let's do a workshop for sisters. Just for sisters. Because the brothers are going to work it out. They're going to do their thing. But us sisters, we need this. We need to learn etiquette, right? When dealing with married couples, we need to learn. Listen, I'm the first one. If your husband step out of line, Ma, I'm not going to sit there and tell you the whole thing. Ma, check him in. And that's it. And I'm walking the fuck out. You ain't got to worry about me coming to your house while you home or whatever. And I remember a friend of mine, her boyfriend. I'm in the store. And yeah, many women do need therapy. Bless your mouth. I'm in the store, and he's going to sit there and say, and I'm just looking at their picture on Facebook, like, oh, okay, they're a couple, they're official. He going to sit there and say, yo, I always wanted to be with you. So I turned the picture around on my phone and was like, ain't this your girl? Like, y'all just took this picture. Oh, she ain't got to know. What? Yo, get the fuck away from me before I beat you up. Like, come on, get out of here. I ain't even tell this girl, because at the end of the day, she want a man so bad that she'll sit there and be like, oh, you trying to take my man, you gonna use voodoo? Because sometimes as being spiritual in the mundane world, they will equate that as it like, oh, you trying to take my man and you gonna kill a chicken or a goat to take my man. Like, Ma, I'm not spending $35 for a nigga that treats you like garbage, and I'm gonna go and get him so you can treat me like garbage. Are you for real? No. So then we went. I was also walking, and I'm sitting with a bunch of sisters. We're all older. Everybody's 50 and up. So these beautiful young ladies walk by, and I'm telling you, they got shapes like Amber Rose. Like, they are banging. I said, all right, girl. Oh, she grown. So look at her. Then some young dudes come. One of the girls, the ladies, the old ladies, get up and you trying to compete with shorty. Like, oh, he want a real woman. Ma, if you don't sit your old ass down, like, are you serious? I'm for real. Like, okay, baby. Like, if you don't sit your old ass down, like, I don't know who the fuck, what? Sit, boo, you're not even a cougar no more. You a snuffleupagus. Sit your ass down somewhere. But we need some trainings. We need to make sure, tag some sisters like Ma. You need to be in this. And we're not here to condemn. We're not here to say, oh shit, you don't know what you're doing. And in real life, we need that. That's what I'm working on as well. You got sisters that don't even know how to clean their ass. You got sisters that don't know how to wash dishes. You got sisters that don't know how to clean a house. You got sisters that don't know how to cook. You got sisters that don't even know how it is to go on a date, to talk to a guy, all of that. Because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know a lot of the things because we don't have no more big mamas. We got little mamas. We ain't got big mamas no more. Big mamas is like the dinosaurs. They fucking extinct. And if you got one, most likely she wearing leggies, a motherfucking wig that's cut in a bob, and she out in the club with you, sitting there smoking on a vape pen, and like, yeah, I'm waiting for my shorty to come, and you be like, but he the same age as your grandson, and she, this pussy may be old, but that dick is new, and you be sitting there like, what? Oh, back the fuck up. Who are you? You transformer? Like, yeah, I go off. Like, nah, no. I own mine. I tell everybody, yeah, I had my kids when I was young, but I'm grandma. Like, no, I don't even smoke with my fucking kids, and I don't smoke. I don't drink with them. I don't do none of that. No, you going to a party, I watch the kids. Y'all go home, have a good time. Just be safe. Don't pick up a drink once you put it down. Like, no, when I used to walk into a club and I see my mother, and we would turn around and take our ass and go somewhere else. Like, first of all, this for older people. And I ain't partying with them. And my kids will say the same thing. Oh no, this the grandmama's backyard barbecues. They gonna start singing the Motown or something. We out. No, we out. But first, let me go ask my mother. She got $20. That's how that going. They go on about their business. But you got fucking old women that's sitting here trying to compete with these young fuckers. I remember in Queens, there's a club called Deja. When I saw half of the people that I know that was grown up with my son, I went there with my friend Niecy. I got the fuck up out of there. No, we not doing that. No, my son is 35. I'm not hanging with nobody that's fucking 35. You can't tell me who Joyous Fun School is and how the fucking Magic Garden with the squirrel and the two sisters Carol and them. You can't hang with me. No, I know you lying. If you can't tell me about American Bandstand and the Chinese movies that used to come on, the kid with the golden arm, the 5 deadly venoms, get your ass the fuck away from me. I'm serious. But you got people that wanna just, like pick up the pieces that want to be young, right? So, mind you, the sister was sitting there, she was like, yeah, I'm 45 years old. Like, she's giving her resume. And I'm sitting there like, well, who the fuck is she interviewing for? Because I don't think none of us is asking for an application. Like, okay, all right, but she's letting me know. And I'm sitting there, right? Because I learned to be humble. Humility is a great thing. So I'm sitting there like, okay, all right, mama, all right, shit, be humble, do your thing, shit, okay, all right. After a while, I was complaining, I was like, shit. But guess what happened? She walked out, I walked out, Bay opened the door, and me and Bay left, and she went on about her business. This was one of them you wasn't going to get. And first of all, this she was like, yeah, because, I'm very aggressive, I'm very this, and I was sitting there like, bitch, I will kill you and stuff you in one of these goddamn boxes and help everybody look for you. Are you serious? But I won't do that, not over no brother. No, Ma. So what I was saying was, you beautiful, and I'm hyping her up. But some sisters don't recognize that. And I understand now what sisters be saying. Some sisters don't recognize that. I call sisters beautiful all the time. And when they say, how you doing, Ifa? I'm necessary, just like you, Mama, because we're both needed here. Some sisters don't recognize that. What sisters know is, fuck her, I need to get what she got. Why? So that's why I said y'all need a series of a workshop. And then you need to also bring it out in your community. Because sisters need to see as well. And I remember Judith, she used to do that on weekends. Have the sisters come around and just talk. Like, it was a cool thing to let your hair down. I used to do it when I lived in 40 in South Jamaica. I would do it on Friday. Sherelle, Erica, Mika, Jackie, like all of them would be in the house. I would make fried fish. I'd make tuna fish. Fried fish. We used to have a fish fry and just talk. We talked about dishes. We talked about cleaning our ass. We talked about loving a man. Shit, we even talked about giving head one day. Mika and them was on there. Like, we talked about everything. There was no nothing that was left off the table. You know what I'm saying? And one girl was like, oh my God, I was taught never to douche. Another girl was like, I didn't know you're supposed to use soap down there. Like, we learned from each other, but we was building each other. And everybody's life became a little bit more better. Like, instead of sitting out there, you'll notice that, yo, you know, listen, we gonna go do this. We were going shopping sprees and things like that. Like, Sherelle was good at finding fucking sales and shit, right? So we did that. But you don't need to try to compete when a brother is there. And you know what sisters once told me? Because I said, yo, I'm going to go out and start teaching people and talking to them. This sister said, we don't represent women. We only represent the men, the brothers, like Dr. Umar and all of them. So you wouldn't represent your own species? And I said, nah, that got to be a myth. But no, it's fact. It's fact. A woman would rather represent a man before she represent her whole sister. And that's where it's broken. The seal, the cord that bonds sisters together. I don't give a fuck what y'all say out there. But in these streets out here, that bond does not exist. It does not. And we need to strengthen that because sisters are now the new hunt. Because motherfuckers is really hunting sisters down and really trying to destroy them. So I need y'all to come together and find ways and solutions. We already know the problem. We can put 50 million problems out of what's wrong and what's keeping sisters away. I need to see action. I need to see action. I need y'all to uplift. A mentoring program. Let's get some sponsors. Let's go to fucking drug dealers. Y'all sitting here destroying the fucking area. Y'all opiate sellers. Y'all weed smokers. All of that. Let's start getting some donations and let's start building up some kind of thing for sisters so they can learn. So we can really put them in the kitchen table. Because back then we would pop beans and snap beans and clean chitlins and stuff. But we hear all the stories of the older ones. That's why I love sitting around elders. So we would hear that. So let's start with that. Let's get this in order. Let's put it in place. Stop talking about it. Fuck what you say. Let me see what you do. Let's put it in order. I'm from the show me state. That's where I'm from. Let's put it in order. I know I'm just lazy. I should get up and just turn the lights on and stuff. But I'm lazy as shit. Like today, you know, y'all, it's hot. It's hot. And AC me fan. I'm for real. Like, I'm going through the change, y'all. Y'all gotta deal with me because I'm for real. I was in a AC house and sweating like you would think it was 107 degrees. Then when I got outside, it was 100 and something, and I had a fucking jacket on like I was freezing. So y'all gotta, and I be snapping. So y'all gotta deal with me because mama is going through the change right now. So deal with me because I'm trying to keep it. And don't tell me to take estrogen. Don't tell me to do all of that. I've been doing all that shit, okay? And I'm telling you, Mother Nature and me, the bitch is mad at me for something, and I love it. Maybe because that's why I'm always calling her a bitch, but she be calling me one every fucking month when she show up with the red tag sales. So I'm just thinking like this bitch is just telling me, oh, you ready to end this cycle of bleeding, so I'm gonna make it hard on your ass and let you see who I am, because she is really whooping my ass. I'm serious. Mother Nature is beating the shit out of me. I'm just going through changes and shit. So I really kind of stay to myself, and you know, that's why when I post something, and you know, Bay is really understanding. So Bay, like, he'll, you know how you throw someone food and be like, here, feed her, and just walk away. But Bay has been helping me, and you know, so yeah. So, but I know I have to get up and turn the light on. But it's just so cold, and I just know, you know how you be comfortable. You be like, shit, I need some maids and slaves and shit. Yeah, don't judge me. But anyway, let's get together. Let's put something in order, and let's start posting. Let's start educating our sisters for real. Let's tag a sister Thursday. That's what I'm gonna put up right now. Tag a sister Thursday and let her know she's beautiful, she's needed, and not just your friend. I need sisters that people don't ever think about. Check on people, okay? But I love y'all all, and it's beautiful to put a live inside of Healing from the Kitchen Table.